Hi ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another video. I hope you're all taking care of yourselves really well today. Um, so this video is going to be kind of interesting, okay, and it's not going to be for everyone, okay, because some people they're not quite there yet, right? So they're not really necessarily open to this type of information just yet, okay? But some are, right? And so I guess this video is going to be for God's chosen ones, okay? And God's children, right? The children of light, and those that have awoken and are aware of what's happening and are aware that there is a spiritual battle that's going on, right? And so um, in this video we're going to discuss how the devil operates, basically, okay? And as you guys know, people that are very low vibrational, right? People that don't take care of their body, people that are highly traumatized and are not doing anything about their trauma, right? They're not seeing a therapist, they're not trying to maybe speak to a friend, right? People that have buried their trauma basically and are acting like nothing is there, right? Nothing happened. And in turn, right, people that are damaging their bodies and themselves, and in turn others, right, they're the ones that are the most susceptible to demonic oppression and demonic possession. Okay, and so because of this, right, the devil can operate through these people. Okay, in order to attack the chosen ones. Okay, and that's why, for example, if you consider, you know, let's just say if the chosen ones or God's people, and of course, make no mistake about it, okay, chosen ones, God's people stand out like a sore thumb, okay, um, and so they will be attacked in many different places, okay. It can be in their neighborhood, it can be in their workplace, or it can be in pretty much any location, okay. It can be anywhere, okay. And so once again, these spirits, they can jump bodies, okay, and, and they're going to jump into unclean vessels that are in close proximity, and they can do this really, really fast, okay. And but that's not necessarily what this video is about, okay, although it does relate to what I'm going to mention, okay. So what I was going to mention, right, is the fact that basically uh, God's chosen ones, right? Well, no, sorry, I was gonna say something else. Um, I don't know if you guys have ever seen the movie Lucifer, okay? So in the movie Lucifer, okay, I believe it's like it's the scene or the set was it was filmed in Los Angeles, right? And Lucifer, he already knew what the thoughts of other people, okay, and that's what the devil does too, okay. He already knows your thoughts, he knows your fears, he knows your insecurities, okay, and so he's going to other people might come into, he knows your temptations, okay, and so other people might come into your life, okay, uh, in order to seduce you, okay, in order to um, and they will tell you your deepest desires, right? They will tell you, like, they will know. Guys, I've literally had this happen to me, okay, and not just once but many different times, okay. So this might happen, like I said, these people, right, they will tell you exactly what you want. They will tell you exactly what you want, and you'll be shocked because it will seem like they're mind readers, basically, right, and they know everything about you. or not everything about you, but your deepest desires, okay? And once again, this is your sign that it's actually not those people, it's the demons in them that know this information, okay? And so there's that, right? In the movie The Lucifer, Lucifer knew, he already knew, like I said, he already knew people's desires. He knew their biggest fears, he knew their insecurities, and he would come in and like whisper them to these people, okay? And so these people would be like freaked out, you know, they would be shocked because you know, like I said, it's their insecurities, right? It's their biggest desires, it's their, you know, wishes. And so the devil, more often than not, he will use this information, he will use these insecurities against you. Okay, if you have, like, for example, if you're insecure about something, right? Someone on the internet might start commenting on that, okay? So this will, once again, he will try to attack your mind, right? Through other people that are unclean vessels. Okay, so don't be surprised if you get attacked online, if someone suddenly starts, you know, saying that insecurity to you, uh, calling it out, right? It will be weird, you know, but yeah, and you know, and so you know, just like the divine, right, has a way of, you know, God or the divine, right, can has his people too, right? And so, and once again, these people will simply, God's people, let's just say, you need help, right? And so suddenly someone comes into your life and they help you, right? And they do something. Once again, they're receiving thoughts, right? They're receiving certain thoughts. And these thoughts would be like, okay, help this person, help this person, help this person, right? And so they will come in and they will help you, okay, with whatever, right? And, and sometimes they don't even understand or consciously realize why they're helping you, but they just are, right? And so once again, this is divine guidance, this is divine intervention, and that's how, you know, they help, right? That's how you get divine guidance and divine help, okay? It comes in the form of, once again, just another regular person, right? A human being that's listening to those thoughts and obeying, basically, you know. I've had this many times. I've done this many times. I would get like just thoughts like, and these thoughts, they're going to be very compelling, like very like you will almost feel like you have no choice but to obey, you know, when this happens. And yeah, and you just do it, right? And you help another person, you know. And so when you do this, you know, then once again you're obeying God and you're helping, right? And it was divine intervention for this particular person, okay? And it's just coming, you're the one that's obeying, and you're the one, you're the vessel that you know, that's delivering that, basically, okay? um, and so once again, it can, and same can happen, you know, the opposite can happen from an unclean vessel, right? They're going to once again receive thoughts to say something particular to you, and they're going to do that, you know. They think it's coming from them, but it's not their own thoughts, they're just simply they're saying it to someone else, and it's actually the devil or the dark side attacking you indirectly um, through that particular vessel too, you know. And so yeah, it will be very strange because they know your insecurities, like I said, and they'll target your insecurities to make you feel bad, to make you feel to make you start getting depressed, maybe to make you feel bad, right? So you don't follow through, so you don't so your vibration gets lowered, right? So you don't fulfill that so you don't, so you back down basically, right? Because God's people are God's soldiers too. And, it is in the Bible, it says, right, we're not battling against the flesh, but against dark spirits, right? And so that's exactly what it is, right? And so, yeah, just be aware of this, okay? Be aware that, you know, that you are going to be attacked through various means, and those means aren't always so obvious, right? Anyways, thank you so much for watching.